It's been disconnected. So in case I just connected it by mobile hotspot, in case it might lag a little bit. Okay. So just check that out. In case any voice is not clear or any adjustment, just update me. Okay. Online participants, clear? Okay, right, fine. So I hope you can see my screen, right? Fine. So today, let's try to proceed with one more important topic. Yesterday we discussed about DDL, create, as well as DML, insert, update, and delete. As far as DDL is concerned, we discussed about how to create one simple table. So we created a table called customers data with all the columns included called customer ID, customer name, contact details, everything. And just down there, you utilized execution of the table. This is a little different syntax working with TCL part. But yesterday, the process that we utilized is created a table and then we just utilized it to select statement. And then finally, you inserted some records into the table with the help of insert, which is coming from DML, data manipulation language. So then after data manipulation language, we discussed more about focusing on updating the data, deleting the data, right? If you're working with updating the data, there you focus more upon understanding how to manipulate it, how to update it based upon some where clause. And in the same way possible, we even discussed about that option called delete, deleting the data. So there itself, we discussed about three more options: delete, drop, truncate. So delete itself is something coming from DML, data manipulation language, whereas drop and truncate is available from DDL, data definition language. So when you are referring with this topic, data manipulation language delete, you are going to delete one individual record, or you are going to delete some set of records, or you are going to delete entire data from the table as well. What will happen to the table structure? It remains same. Only data is going to be eliminated, deleted, but table structure remains same. If you are going with truncate, truncate is coming from truncate. DDL. DDL stands for data definition language. So if you are working with truncate, by default, you are going to delete entire data from table. And what about table structure? Same. Okay. So the common thing between delete and truncate is table structure remains same, but records only are just deleting. Okay, fine. So then along with it, we discussed about drop. Drop is something deleting the data as well as deleting the table structure itself. That means once after dropping the table, you cannot select that particular table to read the data. That is something we discussed. Delete, truncate, drop. Okay. So there again we discussed about something like comparison of transactional logs. In delete, transactional logs are going to be inserted, whereas in drop, transactional logs are not going to be inserted. It's something very simple. So in case if you want to fetch the data back, in truncate, it's not possible, but in delete, there is a possibility of getting the data back. So delete is faster or truncate is faster? Truncate. Truncate is something really fast comparing with delete. Delete is little slow. Delete is something deleting row by row by row. Whereas truncate, complete data in a single go, you are going to delete it. Right, fine. Let's try to proceed. We are seeing some other screen, Feb batch, truncate. Uh, Now you can able to see the screen, guys. Whether you can able to see this MySQL window. Yes, right? Perfect. Okay. So here, let's try to discuss about two more functionalities that we left in what is the concept? DDL. Alter, rename. So first thing first, let's go with alter. In data manipulation language, you're having three available keywords: insert, update, delete. We utilized all these three things yesterday itself. When you're working with delete as well as, when you're going with delete as well as update, you need to utilize the syntax called set equals safe updates equals to 0. So that you can just turn on that part to make sure you're working with updations manipulation techniques. Now, in DDL, especially, we discussed about the topic called create, drop, truncate yesterday. Let's go with the remaining two concepts called rename as well as alter. So I think this is what we created, a DB16 or DB28. DB16. Double click on DB16, and this is the table that we created yesterday. Students. Simply, I'll try to execute the table one more time. What is the syntax? Select star from students. Okay, I think that we dropped, I guess. We dropped the table. Select star from students. Is there any data available for the table? No. Let's try to do one thing. Here, I will try to insert some data, guys. Okay. I'll try to insert 3 records into the table. Syntax, guys. Insert into students values. What are the values? 1, student ID 1, student name A, age that I need to provide. So for example, I'll give something called 20, semicolon. Select this entire code, just run it. And in the same way, I just want to insert 2 more records. So what you need to do, just change the values 1 to 2, the name from A to B, and the data point value from 20 to 21. And here, change the value again 1 to 3, and just give it a name C, and here provide it with a name 22, and just go with this execution of those 2 records as well. Insert it. Now select star from students. You'll get all these 3 records. Now my requirement is, currently we are having a table which consists of 3 columns: student ID, student name, and age. For these 3 columns, I just want to create a new column called contact details. Clear, guys? My responsibility is to create new column for an existing table, and that column itself is going to be with the name contact details or simple contact number. So how you are going to do to create a new column for an already existing table? We can utilize the syntax called alter, guys. Alter table, table name, which is again coming from data definition language, alter keyword. Let me explain you the syntax. Alter table, table name. What is the table name? Students. Select the students, paste that students. Alter table, table name. And what is the requirement? I want to add a column, right? Add column, column name. What is the column name? Contact number. And what is the data type that I can give? Char of 10. Yesterday we discussed about it. 10 digits are going to be there for phone number. Simply I'll go with char of 10. We provided the column name, we provided the data type, everything is fine. Just simply click on semicolon. Select this entire code, just try to execute it, and now you can insert the values later part. And this is how you can create a new column for an existing table. Clear? In your case, what you can do is, before even inserting the data into the table, try to create a column called contact number and try to insert all the 4 values. That means into all the 4 columns, try to insert the values. Here what I did, I am having an empty skeleton. First, I inserted 3 rows into the table. Then I created an extra column called contact number, right? Now, in your case, what I'm asking you to do is, before inserting those 3 records only, try to create this column called contact number. And while inserting the data into these 4 columns, include the values in contact number too. Here I'm getting null values, right? In your case, you need to get even numbers also into the table. Okay? So just check this out quickly. So I'll share the syntax in the chat, guys. If anyone want to utilize, they can. Done guys, completed. No problem, Alam. Just wait. I explained with the delete part itself. Okay. Nice. With alter we cannot do. It's all about just table creation itself. Insert again. Done or you want 2 more minutes? Done? Okay, right, fine. So now a simple question to you guys. We created which column here in my case? Contact number, right? Now whatever the column that you created, drop it. Delete that column. Only that column. Yesterday we discussed about dropping, deleting entire table. Now I'm not asking you to delete that entire table, drop the entire table. Just drop that column. Okay, the last column that you created, just drop it. Okay. Just try it. In case if it's not working, no problem, I'll help you out. But just give it a try. The question is, Soumya, whatever the column that you created just now in the table, the last column, just try to delete that same column itself again. Maybe between column header names, just focus on uh, no database selected. You haven't selected any database, Likita. That is the problem. Left side, you are having schema section, right? Double click on any database and then try to create the table. Without selecting any table, without selecting any database, you cannot directly work with creating a table. Likita, just double click. Just double click on the database. That's it. Okay. So provide me the syntax, guys. Hmm. Hmm. Drop a. Delete. Is it working? No, it will not work. Instead of delete, go with. No, no. Instead of delete, just put drop. It will work. Alter table, table name, drop column, column name. Just check that out. Okay, I'll showcase you the syntax. The column that I just want to drop is contact number. Simple thing, alter table, table name. What is a table name? Students. What is the column that I want to drop? Contact number. Drop column, column name. What is that column name? Contact number. That's it. And when you are executing select star from table name, now you will not get that column contact number. As simple as it. Okay. So you might think, why not I can go with delete instead of drop? Yes, you can go. But the thing is, delete only works with data, not table structure, right? Drop is the only thing that you are going to delete that structure change, structural change. So only go with drop if you want to delete data along with structure. Okay. Now let's go with one last option called rename, which is coming from again DDL part itself. So in DDL, we are having that option, one available option called alter that we just discussed, dropping a column, deleting a column. Even with the same alter, you can even change the data type as well, modify. That I'll explain you how to do that part. And other part that what we can do here is, along with these options available, you can rename it, rename the table. So for example, what is the current table name? I just want to change the name from the table name from students to students info. Simple syntax, alter table, table name. What is the table name? Students. Syntax goes like alter table, old table name to new table name. Alter table, what is the old table name? Students. So what is the new table name? students info, semicolon. Okay, you are getting an error. Alt Here, two ways are there to rename. The first way is with modification, modify, you can go with rename, or else simply you can go with this rename syntax. Let me explain you. Rename students table, whatever that old table name is there, you are just changing it to new table name. Now, what is old table name? Students. Now you are just changing the name from students to students info. And now once if you are trying to execute the code, select star from students info. Now that column itself has been deleted. And here, if you are trying to search for the table, now you need to utilize the new table name. If you are going with the old table name, what is that old table name? You'll simply get an error. And what is that error? Students doesn't exist. Yes, you renamed that table, right? Now you cannot utilize to read the data by utilizing the old table name. If you want to utilize the data from the current table name, now you need to utilize the new updated name. Okay, guys, clear? So whatever the new table that you are having now, updated name, now you need to utilize the same name possible. Okay, just try to utilize this rename too. So that let's go with the next topic. Hmm? With alter you can do modify. With the help of modify you can do. Now you'll utilize one more question. You'll do. Hmm? Okay, right, fine. Try to create one table, and the table is going to be something like patients table. In a hospital, there is a table called patients. Create one patients table, include all the columns that you want to include. There needs to be a column called date of joining, a date of admission. And as usual, patient ID, patient name, age of that patient, okay, contact number of that patient. So any who is that responsible person, that person name as well, and date of joining, date of admission, and doctor details. Who's the doctor handling? Clear? Maybe you'll be getting 5 to 6 columns, I guess. Try to create a simple table and try to include at least 6 records in the table, 5 to 6 records. Okay? Right. The question is, try to create one patient's table. You need to include some columns like patient ID, patient name, okay, contact details, and the guardian details, age, date of admission, and doctor who is handling, doctor name. Okay, right, Rajendra. Okay, right, Anusha. Right, Ramya. So then after creating a table, try to insert at least 5 to 6 records as well, guys. After creating the table, try to insert at least 5 to 6 records into the table as well. You need to provide it as a full part, Ramya. Complete year, then month, then last day. YYYYMMDD. Okay, right, Samya. You can include one more column like date of joining, and you can specify the data type date. In case of any extra columns that you have missed, what is the process you need to do? Alter table name, add column name. If you missed that, if you're thinking some columns I haven't created for a table, then go with alter command. Yes, Vinod, it's fine. Okay, right, Ramya. Yeah. Done, guys, everyone. Created the table, inserted the records, at least 5 records, 2 records, 3. Okay. I need to wait for more 2 minutes or it's okay? Okay, I'll wait for more 2 minutes. Make it fast. Nothing, Ramya. I just explained relating to delete. In delete, we can go with rollback, all these things. Transaction logs, we can get that. But in truncate, we cannot proceed with it. That is what we discussed. Now, in the table, there's a column called uh, date of join. Try to delete that column, the first requirement, and then second requirement, if possible. What is the data type that you provided for mobile number contact details? Kara? Okay. Try to delete that date of admission column and try to create a new column called email address. Okay. Soumya, date is going to be YYYYMMDD. Instead of DD MMYY, YYYY MMDD. Year, month, day. Done. Dash. We need to provide dash, Soumya. Yeah. I provided it in the chat, Soumya. You can take that reference. Now, once after completion of deletion of that column and addition of a new column, requirement is very simple. Try to update some values in the age column of that patient's table. Clear? Select your own. Okay, no problem. Select your own column, age, whichever the row that you want to pick. Try to update 2 to 3 records. Acha, we completed Power BI, right? In DAX, is there any keyword we utilized called in operator? In now, if you want to select only one, equals to. But if you want to go with more than one, you will go with in, right? Now here, try to update age for two records in the same go by utilizing in operator. Okay. Remember one thing, when you are working with in operator Power BI DAX, you need to go with curly braces. But if you are going with in operator in SQL, go with round parenthesis, simple round parenthesis, normal braces, not curly braces. Okay. Try to update two values in a single go with in operator, but don't go with curly braces, go with normal parenthesis. It's SQL. Okay, just do that. Yeah, you can create that as I provided, right? You can create an email column. Create it, right, already? Just go with alter, Ajay. Alter table, table name, add column, email, varchar of, you can put a limit of varchar 30 or 35 or even 40. No? So One participant provided that answer, I guess. I'll try to provide the same code. Okay. I provided that code in the chat case. You can take that reference. If two different edges are there, again you need to do it manually. Instead of going with in, you need to pick update statement for 2 times. This is something we need to only go with if in case we are pretty much clear that both are having same age. Okay, right, Alam. Maybe you're providing a value which is not a value which is even big comparing with the column size, Akshay. Update completed. Now in the same way, try to delete last two records in your table. How many rows are there in your data set? 5. Yeah? Now just try to delete the last two records available in your data set. No, Akshya, that is not the correct way, right? You're inserting it, I guess, right? Right, I believe so. Delete from table where patient ID in. Okay, fine. Okay, right, Anusha. Perfect. Yes, yes, that is not the correct way. That means you inserted those values in whether if you want to share your screen, you can share your screen, Akshay. You want to share? Okay, then wait. Just give me a minute. Akshay, I provided you the access. You can share your screen now. Okay, zoom in. I can't see your screen clearly. I can't see it clearly, Akshay. Okay, it's correct. How many values that you're inserting? Just focus on whether equal data points have been there in all the rows. Go with third row. Showcase me that third record. Hmm, wait here. Wait. It's fine. I can't see it clearly. How many digits are there? If any extra digit is there, it might not accept. Okay, Akshay, just try to check that numbers. In that third row, just remove one character there. In mobile number, six digits are there, or how many digits? I can't say it clearly. Remove one last nine. Now try to execute. Acha, this is mobile number. Okay. It is asking age, right? Paste that entire code in the a new script page and try to execute it. Maybe it is not accepting, I guess. Try to paste that entire code neatly in the next page and try to execute it. Yes, Soumya. It's fine. It's good. Okay. So, Akshay, what happened? You stopped your screen share. Okay, paste that entire code in the new page. So what about others, guys? Is it blur screen? I can't see it actually. Put it in a new page. Okay, just check that part, Akshaya. It's completely blur, I guess. Just paste that entire code in the new page. Just try to check the values in case any extra value that you provided or not. Okay, and just take that update. In case if it's still not working, just update me. Okay. You just need to maximize it with the help of touchpad, Atul. Whatever the touchpad that you're having for your laptop, just try to utilize it. Just zoom in the touchpad. Automatically, the screen itself will be zoomed in. Okay. That is something we need to do it with the help of constraints again. Default. So there. Okay. If you want to add any data to the column that you're already having by default, that is something we are going to do with the help of uh, this constraint of default. Okay, right. Now try to drop that entire table itself. Okay. Now try to drop that entire table itself. That means I don't even want that structure. So when to open new page. Okay. See Akshay. Here uh, on top left corner you are having this plus icon, right? Plus SQL. Complete top left. Complete top left. You are having file. Just down to that file you are having an option called plus SQL. So just click on that, you'll get that part. Right. Okay, clear guys, everyone? Right. So any doubts still? Is everything clear? So next class we'll go with DQL directly. Okay. So tomorrow again no session, directly on Monday we'll connect. So we'll go with DQL introduction, select statement. So there itself we'll try to focus on introduction to data query language, select statement. Then we'll try to play with where clause, and then we'll try to focus on understanding how to filter the data, how to group the data, aggregations, everything. So I'll highly suggest you to utilize the weekend for learning the same topic, DDL as well as DML. Try to create multiple tables based upon your own problem statements. Try to add some random data to it and try to just update it, delete it, and just play with those options. Create, drop, alter, truncate, rename, insert, update, delete. So from Monday onwards, we'll go with the most important command language for you called select statement. Okay, clear everyone? Right, fine. Yes, actually, yeah, I forgot it about it. Today I'll try to provide it. Okay, or else by tomorrow morning I'll update you. The Power BI notes. Along with that, I'll just share one practice tables file as well in SQL. Try to download that file, and I'll explain you how to import that into your SQL. So just try to download it, that practice tables file in your system. Already I shared it. Okay, then just try to download it. Okay. So okay then. Bye guys, everyone. Okay. Good night.